Shit. Shit. Pásame tu banda, shit.
¿Dónde?
La personaje más sabrosa del juego es Jet.
Toma, toma, pásame la pistolita. Oh, me encanta, serías una puta. Oh, oh.
¿Qué cosa hablas?
Torreta abajo.
O sea. Shit.
Uy, cuidado que salta la Jet.
What the fuck? What the fuck? ¿Por qué gime así? Sí, weón, se escucha el grito.
Le pegué 44 al centro sumario.
Un enemigo sigue en pie. Spike plantada. Último jugador en pie.
¿Cuál waifu? Arriba las lolis. ¿No?
Le pegué 40.
Arriba la puta, arriba el boliche, arriba todo.
Funcionara.
Bien, dime a dónde ir.
¿Qué has puesto? Otaku de corazón.
Arriba todo, che. Esto es como una escopeta, no deja ningún pájaro muerto.
Arriba las dos.
Colocando un centinela.
Papicha.
Sage.
Nico, que debes seguir jugando de ahí, mi amor.
Sage.
Recargando.
¡Ey! Ya, no estás solo, no hace nada, siempre pelotudos.
Cosa de escopeta.
Sage, dos mujeres.
Ah, se re viejo.
No, es que tengo una partida que se llama Mitluji. No roten todavía, no roten.
Anda con delay yo.
Tengo ulti, ¿la tiro?
Un enemigo sigue en pie.
¿Cómo para, mira ese hombre?
¡A la tortuga!
Ay, no es por nada, pero estoy prendiendo fuego, ¿ah? Mira mi favorito del hentai.
Es un tarado de ese
Claro.
amor.
Hentai Insta, mira.
Colocando un centinela.
Qué chucha.
Les recomiendo una página a todos los virgos como ustedes para ver Hentaila.
¿Qué es eso creador de esa página que habla?
¿Qué?
No. No.
Spike plantada.
¿Qué ha dicho?
Último jugador en
¡Cubran
pie.
el del coso este!
Ah, mira, te pierde a la mierda, guarda. Ah, no, anda a rocharte, tenés 10.000 de plata.
Si yo he creado esa página.
One Piece es malísimo, amigo. Te vas a morir antes de terminar de ver eso.
Ese hombre es un tarado. Ay, se muere por la tormenta, huevón.
Juntos los haremos pagar por sus transgresiones.
¡Shit!
No, medio.
Pasó la banda, el set. La banda, amigo, dejate pelotudear. No. Pará. Comprale. Comprale, toma.
Algo.
No,
¡Vayamos!
pasala.
Dormí.
Necesito algo.
¿Qué hacen? No hay nadie en medio, ¿pero qué hacen?
Recargando.
otra vez te dije que la pasaras. Se echa mierda, nos caga todo.
Comprale.
No pegues.
¿Pero por qué no dejan solo los pobres ninja?
Enemigo eliminado.
No lo dejen a Tortuga, por Dios.
Qué mal.
Callate, amigo irrotado, dejate pero estudiar.
Spike plantada. Último jugador en pie.
Eliminado.
Un delay de 30, no de 40 segundos tienes. Ah, no, sí, de 30, de 30. Háblale, saber.
Ay. Tortuga ninja, descontado uno al menos.
Busquen mis sombras, ellas los ocultarán.
Más cuando skip, dice, no mames, ¿por qué?
Está bueno.
Torreta abajo.
Comprá reina, tenés 7500 heal. Creo que es B.
Quédate ahí.
Acá le decís, Jet, si yo soy re fiel contigo, boludo.
Spike plantada.
Rey. Hoy eres un huevo con sabor.
Último jugador en pie.
En el Discord.
Sí. No, se ve lo mismo.
Tío.
Ay, cosa.
Acabemos con esos idiotas.
No se han quedado nada de taraos de Heretic.
Ey,
Van
Jet,
2-9.
pasame esa y pedí cosa, amigo. Pasame esa y pedí OPI. Y te rápido.
Colocando un centinela.
Troleante, toma, pescala.
Ah, la.
Colocando granada de enjambre.
Voy lo más rápido posible, Tortuga. Pero ¿por qué no hay nadie en A? Por Dios.
¿Qué es tu parte? Estás
Spike
gritando.
plantada.
¿Por qué no hay nadie? Ay, ¿qué hace?
Dile si eres peruano, ¿por qué hablas como argentino?
Último jugador en pie. Impecable.
108 le pego, no hace ni una mierda, gil de mierda, querés que vaya a te caga trompada.
¿Dónde iremos esta vez? Recuerden lo que nos funcionó antes.
Necesito
2A.
Qué vergüenza ya los de...
Vení, Jet. Pedime OPI.
Por aquí
Están
estamos perdiendo.
2-9 en defensa en Asia.
Pedí OPI.
Han ganado una, van 3-9 ahora.
Ah, ya sé.
Solo han
Te
ganado
digo,
3
pues, te
en
dije.
defensa, tío.
gracias.
Tío, G2 se hace...
Gracias, Jet.
Aquí de vuelta. ¿Qué hace?
¿Qué? ¿Cómo lo has troleado?
130. ¿Y por qué rotas todo? ¿Por qué no hizo
Spike
nada?
plantada.
136 a la reina. Tenés ulti, yo sé.
Vertical.
Buena, sí. ¡Ay, atrás! ¡Atrás!
Un enemigo sigue en pie.
Y me dejaron con una escopeta.
Se pusaba todos los flechas ya. Se pusaba, se pusaba.
¡Ay, ay, ay!
Shit, qué mal momento. Ya te dije que iba a hacer al lado de amigo, no sé qué hacer.
Se han muerto todos por la última.
Punto y gana.
¡Qué parte de huevo! No, no puedes usar. ¿Qué hay? ¿Qué ha hecho ese soba? Se sacó el pito. Se saca el pito ese soba.
Uno medio, que uno va a ir en medio. No se ven los tres aquí. Uno se tira muro medio.
Pero qué chuche.
Todas las ulti, todo es la última. Pero...
Está abajo, está abajo.
Se come mi cosa, se va a ir a la esquina, se va a ir a la esquina.
Se muere.
Un enemigo sigue en pie. Un jugador en
Ay,
pie.
no.
¿Pero por qué te vas a luchar?
Huevón. Y de medio te matan. Ah, no te matan.
Rota, rota tortuga, rota tortuga.
Qué taras, otra vez el soba, otra vez en el soba.
Spike plantada.
¿Dónde te vas? Entrega.
Rota tortugo.
Cobertura desplegada. Las sombras avanzan.
Hoy el mismo se ha cambiado de cámara, ¿o qué chucha? La han enfocado y se le ha visto su barba nomás. Creo que la remonte ahorita.
Ganan los atacantes.
Así.
Reina tarada.
Reina tarada.
¿Por qué no me encaja?
Reina tarada.
Hasta cuando perdí.
Qué asco. Hoy han ganado, han perdido. Hasta perdido. Mira, mira ahora mi triángulo, pe.
Ese era justo ahorita. No, creo.
Malo.
Webeando. Bueno, gente, vamos a ver esto. Y vamos a ver a Mr. Avanti, el dios papito sexista.
Papito sexista. Va a remontar Heretics, tío, no me lo creo. Va a remontar Heretics a G2. Reaccionaremos que a Valorant. No, tío, eso hazlo en Discord ya. Tú, mucho delay.
They were probably poised for some aggression from G2. And obviously G2 were stacked up as 4 over towards A site initially, so I mean, potentially the push was going to come through onto mid there, and then as soon as they don't have contact, Pat walks out. Like you said, all that information gathered. It's actually the timing that Pat makes it into the attacker spawn that they come back through mid.
Yeah, and I love the fact they were happy to push up 4 of it. It looks like, okay, Artist is getting into that aggressive style that is very characterized with him, especially on this map.
Look how deep he's got already.
He's going to at least isolate one fight towards his kind of opposite number, and Patstek's found Nuki, so this is a problem. This is now success in areas they didn't want. You can see, this is a huge bit of map control. They can't rotate off this. Mixwell can watch his back as well. Look at this crossfire in play. So Artist, Patitek, and Mixwell, 3 of them have mid control. It does mean the players dedicated towards sites are just locked in here, but the retake is going to be brutal. So here we go, pressure now starting to mount. Who is it tucked on the site? David P, I guess, now has to evacuate site. Nisau's late mid play actually might have the timing, but Artist gets away with it, even gets time to adjust. No, Nisau's there for the trade, so things still looking pretty decent for Heretics, holding on to 3 alive, and they do have walk to site.
The problem is, with that mid setup, it's Spike still spotting out everything in A lane. You can see it every time.
Pueden pasar B, 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 pueden pasar B. Tío, se demora 1 hora en pasar B.
One player watching the cross in towards B, now unable to. That is David P.
¿De qué? ¿2:30 de qué? ¿De la noche?
De hoy día, en la mañana, de la tarde.
Ah,
Menos uno.
¿de cuántos?
3 vs 3.
Ya llama a pedir.
Ya me repito. A mí no me responde.
A las 12 en punto.
12:30.
Ahora.
Oye, Vagino, tenemos torneo a las 12:30. Entras.
¿Cómo lo bailan al patíteco? Ya va a remontar Heretics, tío, va a remontar Heretics. Adiós G2.
Renegar. Chucha. Maldito.
Tío, no me hagas renegar, maldito huevón, así.
Carajo.
Mario está enojado, así.
El Mario está rabioso.
No, pero ¿cómo que rabio está enojado, así? Enojado.
Que te mate.
Si fuera rabioso, cuando entre estaría. ¡Oh!
Te aviso.
Jesus.
Causa. Bueno, gente, un saludo a esos 0 espectadores que están viéndonos. Acá podemos ver a Paura, su cara medio redonduta.
Ahí va Heretics.
Closer scoreline than I expected it to be after seeing that half. But Heretics showing exactly why they've made it to this point. They've taken down one big name and they're trying to eye up the second pit.
Y se muere.
Going to be trying to get it to the perfect
Lobo, el
level
no sé
from
qué está
here.
haciendo, pero no se da cuenta que atrás tiene
And
un
he's
carajo.
found Patstek to find them. Bloody hell, his positioning is
Y lo logra
nuts.
matar,
His
Lobo,
is now
Lobo.
in a bit of danger. He's a little bit cautious about what's going on. Does he check the corner deep enough? He's definitely heard something. He knows what's up. But G2 are trying to swarm this. And they may not get them the round, but it might get them unaware. Soul's in trouble, backing away. They're committing on this one with everything they've got. But one by one they go. And one by one they're going to fall to this. It's not good work by any means from G2. They're getting nothing out of this round.
No, a desperate weapon on the other side of the wall below. Tuck his tail between his legs, head out of here. He's got his shield back up, so hopefully going to be able to get back up. Some of that HP that was lost in that fight, but yeah, G2 swinging 1 by 1 on the Aldo. Desperately trying to off the board, Mixwell. Cheeky little last one out of that spray to find poor. Ultimately to do more damage, we have to wait and see.
Now, this is perfect. I want to keep watching. I want to see when the guns come out how this continues forward, because at the moment G2, it feels like they're trying to just kind of, you know, play quite not fast and loose, but a little bit, you know, stack aside, try and make some aggressive plays while they're on the weaker weapons, and I don't think it's necessarily a bad idea either. Artist can do some damage. Try and keep. Bloody hell, why is he so good? Try and keep that economy humble. That'd be lovely. And Nuki's got him. So here we go. Heretics right back in the game. This is where things get exciting, though. G2 back on the purchase. They should be able to good buy out this one. But Heretics now get put to the challenge. This is the round that matters.
¿Cómo que no soy huevón?
Right back in and might make G2 start sweating.
And economy-wise, this is very, very important. Again, previous round, G2 put a couple of sheriffs, a couple of light armors on the board, a ghost, and some utility invested as well after that push into A main. Sorry. So this is important this round. I mean, you can see look at the economy here for G2. It's kind of everything on the board. Yes, loss bonus is a factor, but this is worrying times here.
Okay.
I like the deeper hold, especially towards that B side, knowing that there is going to be presence, but Mixwell are going to start things off with a bang. That op comes out straight away. Presence now noted. Let's see if he adjusts. He actually continues forward. They're getting aggressive towards middle. Going to post up David P a little deeper. The spam going to help him cross a little safely, and he makes it through scot-free, but he's going to hear this revive and know what's going on. Two now just around the corner. But on the other side, the Heretics find a way back in. If I'm then, I know that mid is now in trouble. Lean into a site if you can. Easier said than done. You still have the likes of Artists waiting, potentially, and maybe Pit kind of posted up. But mid is an area you do not have info in anymore.
No, or control. With David P there, they have no control. Again, look on the minimap. Look at these vision cones. David P and Mixwell, they've got it locked down from two separate angles. And I'm pretty sure, once again, Heretics aren't going to have any ideas this happened. Niso, the last time this happened, he was the player to kind of shut it down. Maybe he's still got that in the back of his mind.
They seem pretty aware of a possibility, and Lol's pick towards Panitek is going to just keep selling this idea of problems ahead. Now Mixwell, crouched under, Pora knows those lines of sight too well, takes it even further. Waiting patiently, swings on one, looks for a second, gets a second, 20 seconds, Spike now down, but he's in a 1v3. This gets so difficult to deal with, but he's a problem. He's got the reload, he's going to try and buy the time on it, spams away, he doesn't get it, and Nisao does. Even the plant to add insult to injury, and Heretics are right back at the door now.
Yeah, and that's scary. A couple of kills for G2, but economy-wise, that's a tough loss for them. Really impressive stuff so far from Heretics. What I'm loving to see is the patience. They're expecting G2 to make these plays just to gain map control, you know, tucking Ardis into top mid, tucking David P into top mid, Mixwell flexing between, obviously, that pizza spot with the Sage Wall boost as well. I'm really impressed so far, once again, by Heretics.
This goes here.
Look, they've kept the economy humble, and you're going to see now G2 potentially losing out on this one as well. This will be 9-9, yeah. You've got, what, I don't really look at much to see here. Marshals, sheriffs, that's about it. So, for now, Heretics going to have to try and keep this clean. Again, this is always going to be the name of the game. Keep it clean in these rounds, don't.
Yeah, a couple of ultimates to reinvest into this if G2 see fit. I did hear a Blade Storm pop, so I have to take a look, see if it was Nuki or Mixwell, because it's on the board for both
Looks like
of them.
Mixwell for now.
Yeah. Could be a factor here. Heavy lead by Heretics this time around. 4 and aim, actually 5, sorry, including Laurel at the back. It looks like he's got a little bit of a lineup set up here. Pora maybe going to follow up with it. Nano Swarm. The Hunter's Fury goes through. That's going to clean off a couple of angles here, but generator here. He's not been cleared just yet. He's going to find Nuki.
Yeah, Pit can be a danger. He's going to find one, but a trade comes back in. Site's still being contested. Mixwell is the one to keep your eyes on in case those blades do come out to play. For now, though, Heretics keeping everything going the way you want to be seeing. Heretics, this is clean. This is perfect. Just David P now standing. That site's theirs. They have taken this cleanly. Yes, a couple of, ultimates invested here and there, but for me, I'm happy to see it. This will get up Heretics to 9-9. They're going to put G2 through the ringer. We are tied up all even now. G2, time to deliver, boys. You are now pressured by the Heretics.
Well, this is the thing. Early on, the questions were called around G2. I'm talking about early on in terms of Valorant in Europe is how versatile can G2 be? You know, how many of these variations of these pushes on the defensive executes do they have? Because right now, Heretics don't seem to be biting. I mean, G2 are getting that control, getting those positions, but it's not converting.
If I'm G2, I call a tactical timeout now, and I discuss this, because they haven't found an answer to deal with this. Now, I don't know if this is actually theirs. Keep in mind, I think the other ones earlier were tech pauses, but I would like to find out if G2 call a tactical pause, because this would be the prime moment for a coach to have a discussion, or for them just to try and consider what to do now, because they have been overrun by the Heretics quite handedly.
Está muerto.
Again, just looking over to the economy there. We'll take a look at it when we get back in. But I think I just saw team credits 900.
Oof.
So it's even tighter than that previous one that I said was potentially the most important round of the match. And the concerning thing now, we talk about economy in Valorant, but momentum is a huge factor. Just outside of the economy, Heretics now, what is it, 6 on the bounce?
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, it was 9-3 on the half. So here we are. And yes, it is a tactical pause from G2. It's the perfect opportunity as well because they haven't found an answer. That mid-aggression does normally garner them a great deal of rounds. But if you are Heretics coming into this, G2 have stylized this map as being one of their favorites. You know Ascent. If it's open, they'll happily pick that. That's a go-to, and it's a very strong pick. But it looks like Heretics have a very good plan in mind. So let's keep up with this one because G2 hopefully have been able to adjust something here. Because at the moment, Heretics have really taken the reins. But now they have to deal with what's going to be thrown at them. Maybe Heretics throw something, a little bit of a curveball their way, potentially.
Se olvidan las pique.
Slow start to this one once again, and another variation of the setup from Heretics. I mean, you can see Nuki again just so wary of mid, and this time around G2 with this investment and keeping the economy in mind, look how deep they're playing. Ardis and David P don't want to mess with anything from Market. Actually, looking like we might actually just get another straight out B here.
Yeah, nothing so subtle about it. This could be a pretty dry hit so far. All 4 players are here. You've got the late lurk coming around from Pora, who is just making sure mid was under control. Bit of a spam, and you can see that utility being thrown in by G2 to try and slow this down, allow rotations to come through, get Mixwell in the right place, potentially at the right time. But they have drawn a lot of utility out of G2 here, and that is great work. Very classic Counter-Strike-esque. Take away the smokes, take away the walls, make them pay for this investment, but there you go. Nuki's going to pay with his life towards David P. He backs away. It does show the indication they still want to hit this side.
Well, finally now coming over to that defensive spawn spot. The nanoswarm is perfect from Pora. Mixwell swings out, finds the first. He's so trying to get into cover there, but 13 seconds left on the clock. Ardis here on the box. He can't find the kill. He does eventually get it. Yeah,
they have to go now though. LOL's in trouble. It's 6 seconds, it's 5 seconds, and it's 1 player alive. Where is the spike? Nisao can't get to it, and the fight's not going to be given to him. They can play the time now, and they're going to dwindle it out. G2 just about getting this one under wraps, but that was dangerous.
Yeah, dangerous for Heretics, because when you lose a round like that after building that much momentum, it's a heartbreaker. I mean, the clock runs down. David P's just able to buy so much time there at B main, and yes, the utility's invested, but he's got a fantastic opportunity to find that first kill. And the important thing is, he doesn't buy off more than he can chew. He backs up, he plays off Ardis from sight. I
mean, we talk about taming the beast, and I feel like they have. I think Heretics have tamed G2 here to play a more standardized game. That aggression, that kind of cockiness that we love, ain't gonna work here, and well, it's not gonna work again, David P. Get down, sit down there on the site. Jet's already out there, the rotations are on the way, but it's too little too late. No one can make it around, the wall goes up. They have just backhanded G2. Heretics, surely this is gonna be a good post plant, nice positioning. Anything to stop it? Doesn't look like it. There we go, Spike now in. Retake time for G2, and the weaponry, it's lacking. Patitech, Ardis, it ain't perfect.
No, and actually, Ardis gonna... Okay, Nuki falls. Ardis putting that Bulldog to work. Recon Bowl goes through onto site. Now in a 4v4 situation. Couple of ultimates on the board, but looks like we're just gonna get a pretty much straight push through from G2. Mixwell found from Pora though. Still lurk from B main here, and whether or not Ardis is going to swing into it, he's just going to walk through the cage. He doesn't find it. He does. Pora will fall, but Heretics find 2 in response.
They dismantled one arm of this defense, but the others on the site maintained position, and Heretics keep building into this one. This is mad stuff coming out from the Heretics, and I love it. They expected that little push to come out from David P. They read him like a book.
Well, look at that. Straight away, the response is, right, we're hitting this fast and hard. And David P is expecting, right, they're going to play slow again. I'm going to creep up. I've got my slow orb. I've got my wall. But 3 of them swing on that, and it's entry given. The rotation doesn't come in quick enough. Pora, again, I'm not sure if you spotted there, the Nano Swarm lineup from B lobby onto defensive spawn opening. Mixwell can't hold that angle.
Look at the state of the money. The economy is still in a bad spot for G2. Heretics leading by quite the margin. But now look at this structure from the Heretics. You've got very deep holds coming out. Lol at the back here. Nisao using utility to clear up short. Maybe trying to make sure that there's no funny business happening here. No one trying to get Aggie in middle. We know that's a G2 look. They'll try and take territory by pushing up.
Again, huge
Han dejado
huge
medio
pressure on artists here, and still, I mean, Spike's this side of the map, and there are 3 members of Heretics as well, so
Oh god, they are so
wandering.
good. So okay, they got contact at B, and you could see artists probably relaying the information. I've seen 2, maybe 3, etc. And then the rest, obviously, of G2 would like to help out. They'll try and rotate over. And as soon as David P tried to, instantly met. That is excellent gameplay. This is punishing rotations, and you're doing it again. Lars found Patitech. This is so beautiful. This is good-looking Valorant. I want you to watch this back. Artist is in all kinds of trouble. He gets attacked, not a frag. It doesn't matter. He's dead. And the site's theirs. It's all theirs. This is exactly how you punish rotations. Heretics are living in the heads of G2 rent-free right now.
it is. But again, it comes off the back of that slow, patient, methodical start. Like you said, the contact comes through, information's relayed. David P doesn't even really push out. He throws a shoulder and he's found. And time again, Heretics are finding these kills. We saw it with that top mid push from Artis initially. It's a one and done spot, which it shouldn't be from there.
Okay, we've got a good game on our hands. Honestly, I was a little worried. I was sat here like, all right, if we got a 9-3,
I'm going to say something here, and I'm going to
Here we
sound
go.
very smug,
Here
but
we
I
go.
said to you yesterday, I don't think G2 will spank Heretics.
Look, okay, fair enough, and I was happy to say I think Daddy's come home here, and G2's just going to absolutely give him the belt.
Well, you
but
think
it wasn't the case.
Flip the switch.
Yeah, I thought they were just being, I was going to do the old line, big boys come to play in the.
It's crazy because I felt stupid when I said it to you, and now I'm. Lothar's going to be absolutely insufferable.
Yep. So let's kind of roll it back as well, just to keep you guys informed at home. This is G2's pick. This has been a very good map for them, and this was Heretics punishing rotation of information garnered, and that's something that you don't often see. But this map has been very well played out, and Heretics have a wonderful understanding. So as soon as artists relayed that information that there were players, kind of where Avova is right now, that's when you saw that punish of the rotation. And again, the money has been in a constant state of disarray.
Buying back into it.
They're buying back in. Okay.
I mean, they want to hold them on 11 rounds.
Yeah.
This is the play to not let it even go to overtime. As soon as you obviously Heretics hit 12, you can save into this and say, yeah, we're going to push overtime, but...
Just having a little sip of the tea. Just those sweet G2 tears. It is going to be a little time out here to talk things through. Obviously, this is a round that's going to matter a great deal.
This is important, though, because one thing... The playstyle of Liquid on Ascent the other day, the rounds they started picking up was when Liquid were making desperation plays, and it was Scream coming out and having that huge impact that we know he did throughout that entire series. But right now, this is Heretics looking way more composed. Way more composed.
Okay, bigger. This is going to be kind of, getting towards map point 12 on the board for the Heretics if they get this, and it's a real investment buy from G2. They've got the rifles, not all of them. Artis a little lighter, David P lighter, Patitech obviously not ideal in this purchase. And again, we see this methodical clear and going through the fundamentals from the Heretics.
This time around, Pit rotated over to B site with Artis, track wires down, and the spy cam spotting out B main. He's so with his Aldone, not going to find anything up mid. David P drifting this direction though, but it's the first time we've seen Heretics really pivot into mid here and put some emphasis on it.
Mixwell has had success over towards A. That is the first time we've seen Pora being removed very early on. So that might alleviate some of the pressure and kind of allow that additional player to rotate when needed. Maybe lean back in towards short. They have had success here. It does seem as though G2 like to find information. And it will be Mixwell posted on the other side. Seeing if Mixwell was still around. And it does look like they're going to this
David P actually still over towards mid. Lowell actually going to get Pora back on his feet, so that's why the rotation came through. Avova finds 2. The Hunter's Fury following up, cutting off some of these angles. It's so clean from Heretics. The explosion on the back of the Resurrection.
They just played contact off the back of that res. That is madness.
vive con su arma de 1000 soles que se mata a 2. Se ha matado a 2 con su arma de 2 soles. Ojo, 2 contra 2. 2 contra 2.
And if you're G2, they had no idea. Yeah, Artis is always going to get you one, it feels like. But a retake with 3 and the money is in the garbage. David P has only got a ghost here. Artis on the SMG and LOL's just got a freebie on David P. This is going to be 12 all day long, surely. That spike is ticking away. Artis is doing everything he can. Digging as deep as possible. But still with a Vova, still with Pora here. I don't know how he'd get back in, and Pora doesn't either. Bit, get out of there. This is going to be 12. He's still trying to commit. He's still trying to find a way back through. But they aren't going to give you anything. And Pit knows that he can try. He can try as he might. It's 12 on the board for Heretics.
Yikes. That was actually really, really impressive. And again, just running it down to 20 seconds on the clock. Resurrection comes through. That explosion onto site. There's absolutely zero response from G2 on the way in. I mean, Avova walks in, finds those 2 kills. The round's over, in my eyes.
You know, when I did that little line about being like the Titan Slayers, I think it might be real. I can't imagine a world where we don't see G2 in a grand final right now. I don't see it. But the one thing we've questioned, and I'm sure the desk...
Vandal, Miswell, what the fuck? Y David P ha soltado su Vandal, no sé por qué.
Ya se ha rendido.
David P no va a comprar arma. ¿Qué? David P está con una Classic. ¿Qué hace? Ah, está con una Panto, Ahí va. Van a tratar de pasar A entre todos. Si matan a uno y pasan A, ya está ganada para Heretics. Van 5 para A. Hay 1 en medio y 2 en B. Tira un humo para baranda. Piensa que van a...
Again on A side.
Looks like that's the intention for now. On the other side, waiting so patiently would be Maxwell. Investing the ability. Yeah, he's very isolated, untradeable, but he doesn't need to be. He's going to get one and dash, quickly gets out of there, a hit and run happens. Heretics now going to have to try and operate with 4. Killjoy puts it down and going to have to try and clear out the side as they go, trying to force them away. That step forward, but Patitek's still standing tall here. That smoke is keeping them safe. Keeps himself relatively well positioned, but the spike will be planted. Lowell's found 1. Patitek's still there with 2. And we're down into final throws. Vova's got another. Pit trying to play it back through, and he's dead and buried. It's just Patitek now, watching as Heretics just picked up map 1.
And you can see Pora out of his seat already. That is a massive, massive performance from Heretics. G2 coming into this, they were night and day stronger statistically defending on Ascent, and Heretics just put on an absolute clinic, Lauren.
You know what, I'm ready. The Kool-Aid's there, I'm gonna drink, I'm gonna chug that bad boy, because Heretics have impressed me. Do you know what, the Liquid game? We didn't know where Liquid were. We didn't know what state they came in as. But they've just picked up Ascent against G2, and they did that in style, coming back with only 3 rounds on the half.
Yeah, I mean, and actually more often than not, we see Heretics kind of lean on their defensive performance with how strong they can be. Those clutch players coming through in post-plant scenarios. Pora, the man on your screen right now, the one I'm talking about in particular. But this is our day 1 upsetters. Maybe starting a similar trend here versus G2.
I love it. I love it. Give me all the upsets. I don't care. Salty, salty, delicious tears.
We've been spoiled.
I know
We've been spoiled.
Like, I saw the 9-3 half. I was like, alright, well, I guess, you know, G2 through to the finals. But no, it's definitely not the case. It's not going to be clear-cut at all. Bind will be on the horizon and then split if required. But we have never seen G2 having to play at this sort of deficit. They have not been handed to like that.
How often have we ever seen G2 go 1-0 down in a series?
It's in a pressure scenario? Never.
I mean, this is... I can't believe it, because I made a load of notes about G2.
Hey, I've got 3
and
books here,
I mean,
Heretics,
Heretics from the other day, let's be honest, okay?
Yep.
Expectation-wise, Liquid had something to prove, right? Heretics were the ones that could have come in and caused that upset. So, don't want to sell it as an underdog. Heretics have been talked about a lot, but they were waiting for those kind of big reps. They got it in game 1. Now to come here versus G2 and start the same way that we did versus Liquid And look, 10 times better on a map that, you know, Liquid actually, like I said, made some desperation plays on. Maybe showed some flaws in Heretic's ability to handle that pressure. Right here, the 9-3 half, flipping that to this scoreline, absolutely insane for me.
I mean, no one's going to take it away from them. That Liquid game, some people might have gone, well, we all know Liquid weren't that strong. I've seen a couple of but whatever. You cannot take this away at all. Anyway, it is going to be taken away from us because we're too excited. I need some fresh air to cool down. But why not let's have a little look back at some of those Prime Gaming highlights. And after that, let's head to the desk.